We're joined here in New York by Dr. Marty Makary, who's the Commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration. Dr. Makary, thank you for coming in.
Great to be with you, Connell.
So tell us about this first of all. So this is something maybe a lot of people haven't heard about by name unless they've dealt with it in their lives, but 7-OH and what you're trying to do.
Well, first of all, we don't want to see the fourth wave of the opioid epidemic caused by 7-OH. This is the molecule very few people know about. It's in many of the vaping stores and convenience stores, gas stations, selling these products. This is not the 7-OH in kratom. In kratom, the plant kratom in the leaf, there's a trace amount. We're talking about synthetic concentrated 7-OH, 7-hydroxymetrogenine. It's also called hydroxy, it's called 7-omega. There's a lot of cutesy names for it.
So speaking of cutesy, this is like tablets, and then you got some gummies, like stuff. The marketing is an issue here too, with a lot of these things.
That's right. It's sometimes marketed as enhanced kratom.
Okay.
But this is really not kratom. This is a synthetic opioid. We found out, talking to the scientists, that it binds tightly to the opioid receptor. It's functioning like an opioid, even up to 13 times more potent than morphine. And people can go down the street sometimes and buy it from these vape shops. So we need parents to be aware of these substances. We're also in the Trump administration now initiating action to schedule this as a controlled substance.
I noticed in a lot of your public commentary that you've been focused, you said, on vape shops in general. Not just vaping, but what's sold in some of these stores. I mean, years ago the focus was on smoking cigarettes, and I don't think it's a non-problem anymore, but clearly this is the new problem that you guys are honing in on.
That's right. 85% of the vaping products in these vape stores in America are illegal products. Most of them from China. They are very predatory, designed for children to create addictions. They have many fruity, cutesy flavors. They've got even video games with these devices in the same device, so they play the game and get addicted to vaping as they're playing. These are products banned in China. We found out in the prior administration they were showing up at the ports, and we were just putting them back on the ships as a country, and they were going to the next port. It's called port shopping. 100% came in. Right. They were laughing at us. We're getting serious about cracking down.
In what ways? You're going to have more bans? This is a ban, by the way, that you're doing?
We're going to schedule this, first of all.
Okay.
We are going to crack down. We sent a letter to all distributors letting them know they are not to distribute these products in the United States. We're working with the DEA. We're doing a ton of stuff, and we got a report on the FDA website educating school boards and houses of worship and parents about 7-OH. They've got to know it's in the vape shops on the street. They're popping up on every corner in America.
You know, it's interesting when your initiatives are talked about, or when Secretary Kennedy is talked about, a lot of people have these different connotations about how they see it. I saw one way you put it is that you're trying to be bold, which is how I think a lot of people see it. But this is the part I want to focus on with you. You said, but I'm doing it, or trying, or we're trying to do it in an incremental fashion. So, because I think that the perception is, we even had some of those moms we interviewed last hour, hey, this Trump administration is really coming in to change things in a big way. But you said, what do you mean by that, incremental?
Yeah, so look, we got to go in a stepwise fashion. A Republican, Democrat, and independent mom showed up in high numbers to vote for President Trump on this very issue that Secretary Kennedy championed. So we started with the ban on 9 petroleum-based food dyes by working with industry and asking them to remove it. We've had tremendous success. We saw another one move to remove titanium dioxide. No food should have titanium dioxide.
Right.
We got 1,000 chemicals that are banned in other countries in the U.S. food supply. We're going to keep going down the list and asking companies to create healthier food options for kids, because our obesity epidemic is not a willpower problem. It is a problem with highly addictive chemicals in our food supply and ultra-processed foods, something we've never talked about before. We're rewriting the food pyramid now. We're rechanging our dietary guidelines.
Right.
We're ending the 50-year war on saturated fat.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.